Welcome to another adventure with Getting Lost. Just a recap of where we were last week. We were here at the Vivo City. Then we head towards Sentosa, which is Sentosa, a Malay word which means tranquility. And from there, we head towards a place that most people in Singapore don't even know about. Even on Google Maps, it is not stated. Look what I found. We were here at Tanjung Rimau. Before we continue, just let me say a few things. You can only visit this place during low tide. During high tide, the majority of this place is covered by the sea. You will not be able to get through, and this place should only be attempted by people who are physically fit, because first of all this rock here previously was just underwater, so it is very slippery, and it's also covered with seagrass and seaweed, which makes it even more slippery. And of course there are obstacles you need to cross, and uneven moving pebbles and rocks, so it's very easy for you to fall down and hurt yourself. So if you're not physically fit, do not go too far. You can just come to the edge here, have a look, and enjoy it during low tide. And right beside me here is actually Siloso Hill, and on top of the hill is Fort Siloso, which is a old British coastal fort that used to protect the mouth of the harbour. And this beach here, normally during high tide, is covered by the sea, so it's a very defensible location, and it used to protect the harbour from people coming in by the sea, enemy ships. As you can see, a lot of the seagrass, there seems to be a lot of seagrass at this moment of time at this location. It's everywhere. But look at these rocky rocks here. Unfortunately, there is not much coral that you can actually see from here, but you can see that this place here is very natural. There's even a landslide here where a tree actually fell to the beach. And as you can see at the end there, at this corner of this island, Sentosa Island, there is some observation towers. And it's at this corner here. In the past, any ship coming into the harbour will need to pass by here. So these observation towers was built at Fort Siloso, and it's built to be above water, not accessible by sea, as you can see now. The only reason why I'm standing here now is because of low tide. If not, the sea will come up to the legs of the pillars. And around here there's also some like tunnels too. Sorry, not tunnels, caves, small little caves. And at this location here you can also see, since this place is more rocky, there are more tidal pools, bigger tidal pools at this location here, where you can maybe see a bit like of fishes or other kind of animal life at this location. And if you can see across the water is where the Belaya Creek is. Also Labrador Park and the Bukit Cermin Broadwalk. And look, this is another big tidal pool here. And there are actually little fishes, very, very small, tiny fishes swimming in here. So the reason why this place is very natural and you can find animal life here is because it's mainly untouched by humans, because most people do not come here. But one of the reasons why is it's very rugged. Not a place easily crossed and only accessible during low tide, which is a very important point. You do not want to be lost here, captured here. When the tide comes in, it will not be fun. But as the tide goes out, you can see more and more of the natural landscape that is hidden under the water. Like these tiny little snails. The area here is slightly more muddy, so it will support like this type of animals, this type of creatures like snails, like this type of small snails. So be careful where you step because you may be crushing some of them. And here are some bigger snails, sea snails. Can you see that? Look at this view. This view you don't normally get. And I must say, the walking across, trying to keep my balance, try not to fall down, is a bit tiring. Oh, jetty! This jetty, most likely, if I'm not mistaken, used to ferry people from the mainland to Sentosa. Before the bridge, before the cable car was built, people who want to come to Sentosa used to need to take a ferry over. So this was most likely the old jetty, the old ferry jetty. And not to mention climbing over obstacles too. So this is a closer look at the jetty, and I can hear like birds around. I think we should actually make another plan at a further date to come back and visit Fort Siloso. But at the moment now, let's just enjoy this place here. Finally, we have reached one end of our adventure here, which wasn't easy, but we did it. Also, we are at one location out of the way, so we need to find our way back to civilization. And I guess the weather is also not that good. So what shall we do? We should get ourselves back home. That was an adventure, wasn't it? Okay, so that was a bit of a detour from what I planned, but I must say it is a bit interesting, isn't it? So that was a walk. So I hope you enjoyed this type of unusual walks that you don't normally find in Singapore or you don't know exist. You know, so I find these places, I explore it for you guys. So if you like to see more, support me by liking my video, sharing my video, and subscribing to my channel. Also, PayPal and Patreon, support me on those. And of course, don't forget to join me for my next adventure. I will see you guys around. Bye bye.